Roehrig, Punch Out Boxing. Delighted to be here with a kid that I can only say, birth of a superstar. All of us ringside were saying that. Lucas, I heard the rumours about this sparring session with Oppenheimer from my colleague Base, so I had to come see you for myself, and wow, I'm glad I got to see the birth of a legend. But it's first time speaking to you. Just tell us a bit about your amateur background.
Yeah, so I'm from Del Youth Amateur Boxing Club. I had my first couple bouts at All Stars, but I was made at Del Youth and had 50 bouts, boxed for England, GB, so good experience. And yeah, good senior experience, won Tri-Nations, multiple Box Cup, multiple national titles. And yeah, just thought it was the perfect time to link up with George and start the pro journey.
Well, I'm glad you did. Like I said, I think every now and again you see a talent that just stands out, and the choice of opponent. I mean, no novice pro goes in with Joel McIntyre unless they're special, and you showed that.
Yeah, now that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to show levels. I wanted to show the boxing world that, you created a lot of hype. We went on, Sky Sports News, talksport. So we had to replicate that hype in the ring by fighting a former English English champion, someone who's fought multiple great fighters like Lyndon Arthur just a couple fights ago, and it's a big statement for my debut and to show that we're not here to play no games and we're here to take over.
So have you always known that your talent is just another level to everyone else?
Yeah, I would say it's the work in the gym. So the work in the gym, that's what breeds the confidence, and my work with George Groves specifically, where I've only had this one-on-one treatment for the last couple of months, and I feel like I've grown leaps and bounds just through, training with George, him giving me those tips, building me as a fighter. It's amazing.
Yeah, can't go wrong with a legend like George, who's been there and seen it all. I mean, the hand speed's blistering. You even got caught a few times, and no sign of even affecting it. In fact, I think you seem to enjoy it and giving it impact. So you've got all the physical traits. So is George now going to want to sort of try and move you on like the mental, the ring IQ, that sort of thing, develop you in that way?
Yeah, I think definitely that's one thing I may be lacking, where the maturity I feel like I'm quite a mature person for my age, but of course when you're fighting on these bigger shows, bigger levels, 10 rounders, 12 rounders, pacing yourself, not being rushed, fighting at your own pace. I feel like that's what George and me will build over time, getting that maturity with experience. All the physical traits are there, but over time that mental side will come with it too. And that's what you need to be a great champion. You can't just be physically gifted. You need to have that mental side where, you're switched on, you're dedicated. You don't let none of the admiration or none of this, take you think you're too big for what you are. You've always got to respect boxing, and boxing will respect you back.
Absolutely, and you're right. You are more mature than most 21-year-olds. You're more mature than most men my age. I can tell. Talking to you remind me of when I first spoke to Moses Atulma, another guy who's really mature for his age and obviously very special. You weighed in at 190 pounds, so are you sort of stuck between that light heavyweight and cruiserweight for now?
Yeah, for now, I was quite lean this morning, so I was 194 point something pounds. But we're just gonna get in the weight room. I'm quite lean. I like to be always super fit, super shape. But I need to, me and Joe's gonna hit that weight room, put that muscle on, and be even more powerful. And yeah, we're gonna do cruiserweight. So we're gonna be a explosive, athletic cruiserweight. Yeah, because it's like someone like David Haye weighed in about the same. He weighed in 190 for his debut, so he was quite a lean, kind of similar to my build. And then you saw him put on that muscle, but still keep, his physical attributes remaining fast, strong. So that's what we plan to do: hit the weight room.
Oh, fantastic! But very early days, of course. I know you've just had your debut, but you looking to be staying at cruiserweight? Do you think maybe one day you'll go up to heavyweight? And how quickly do you want to move? And how quickly do you think George will want to move you? Like I said, taking on a former English champ on your debut, it sends out a statement.
Yeah, it does, and that's exactly what we wanted to do. George is a very clever guy. He knows what he's doing, and he knows how he's gonna bring me on. So I'm just gonna listen to him. And my only thing is that I just want to be as active as possible. So hopefully we have a big year next year. Fight, once every 2 months, and finish the year by the time I'm 22, 7-0 as a professional. That would be perfect.
At this point, no particular targets. Like obviously, I'm sure you want to get to the top, but I mean, you aren't saying something like by this time next year you want to have won this title, or you're just going to just see how you develop.
Yeah, see how we develop, and of course, the goal for everyone, especially for someone like me, is to become a world champion, to achieve my dream, just as George did. So, however long it takes, but that's the target, world champion. So, whatever we need, whatever steps we need to take, however slow or fast, to reach that goal, then that's what we'll do.
Fantastic. Tell us some of the fighters that you try and emulate and that you've taken stuff from in your style.
Yeah, I love to watch Roy Jones Jr. I wouldn't say I emulate him because he done a lot of things wrong, but was just so physically gifted he could get away with them. But I love to watch in a way. I think he's probably one of the most all-round best boxers where technically and everything, he can do everything. I like to watch Inoue, Canelo, and all these guys, and just try to take a bit of everything. Even my jab, I would say George had the best jab in boxing when he was boxing at the time, especially around the British scene. And I hope to take that mantle to have the best jab.
I tell you, it was a hell of a jab. And you know what? Part of me did think when I saw your blistering hand speed, I did think, wow, reminiscent of Roy Jones Jr. So, hey, nothing wrong with trying to emulate him. Um, yeah, okay. You're a full-time pro. You don't have a day job or anything else?
Full-time pro, so I'm privileged enough to have some great sponsors behind me. Of course, the main one, Rockstar Games. Shout out to them. Shout out to all the support. Chilson's Coffee, Nutfield Health. So these are what keep me going and make me able to train full time as a pro and live my dream.
Yeah, fantastic. And I'll tell you what, after watching you fight, there'll be a few more sponsors wanting to be associated with Lucas Roehrig. Is that how I say the name? Is that a French name?
French German. French German.
French German. Okay, interesting. Is that what from the Alsace region?
I was actually exactly correct. Yeah. So my dad's Iranian and my mum's French German. Alsace side. So
Okay. My GCSE history came in use. I recognise the name, sort of. All right, Lucas. Thank you for your time. Like I said, birth of a legend. I'm going to be following you for the next 10, 15, 20 years, I think.
Yeah, thank you
So,
very much.
can't wait to see where the journey goes.